They're a bit rusty, or however muscles oxidize. I guess that is the oxidize. Oh, up. Cool. Good. Hey, Glass Casket TV. Cool. So it looks like I am live and people are responding to me, so that's great. Cool. All right, so it's been a while since I've hosted or not hosted. It's been a while since I've streamed, but we're trying to get back into this thing of things. Today I'm going to work on a little tool that some folks in the Quake community were asking about. Well, not asking about, but I think I could provide one that'd be cool. There's an existing tool called Bsp2Svg, which converts a Quake map into a map. And I think I'd like to try to write one that will convert a Quake bitmap into a SVG document, which is pretty cool. Nice because it's resolution agnostic. Also, I have just recently added Bsp2 support to my API, so we can do maps, which are also cool. So I'm just going to start working on this thing, and feel free to ping me. It's probably going to be just a Joshua Does Work stream. Hopefully that's all right. It should be interesting. Glasscaster says, "What? How is your client in your work window?" So yeah, if you mean, do you mean this? Yeah, I'm running a bash shell that has IRC installed, and it's just a command line IRC client that can hook up to Twitch. So yeah, it's helpful. Cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I guess let me go just get into here, go into my utils directory. These Quake utils are getting like kind of out of hand. They almost deserve their own repository. Maybe not. But let's do. I have a whole bunch in here. Let's do bsp to svg.py. Okay, fine. So now it's here. Yeah, I was earlier before stream. I was just kind of kind of scouting out what SVG library I wanted to use, and looks like SVG Write is pretty good, pretty straightforward. So that's nice. Yeah, no, I definitely started. I started making maps and modding for Quake 1 back in the day. I was really bad at it. I played a lot of Quake 3, and then I did some really amateur level modding for Half-Life. But I've come back to Quake 1 because it has pretty good player support, and there's still a pretty decent community for Quake 1. Also, I like so by trade I'm an engineer and I love art, so I like living in those two worlds, and working with these old file formats and making cool tools for them is something that I enjoy greatly. Hopefully people find some use out of it. So let's look at new util working on, not do Quake. Let's just ignore that for now. I have it fixed in it. Okay. Still in BSP. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift, just copy and paste this. Okay. And let's just kind of hack on this to get it to do what we want. This is version 0.0.1. Arg parse those all. Make PyCharm happy, I need to add this a sources root. Yep. This prog is Bsp2Svg. Default action and Svg document from the given BSP file. Seems good. G creates G file. Fine. What format is SVG for us? SVG is a standard vector graphics format. It's a nice illustration format because things are defined programmatically. Like with bitmaps, things get rasterized out to a discrete set of bits. But these are polygons, and they can be resolution independent, which would be cool because I think you can blow them up as large as you want. So if you want to get if you were a crazy mapper and you wanted to have like a nice kind of like top-down blueprint looking rendering of your map, you could get one that was printed off and have it look. The dest is optional, which is cool. And this is the SVG file to create. File that's quiet version. All seems fine. Then you must specify. So like I think it's like a start image list, because you have to provide it a go. Cool. Oh, let's look at args.list doesn't exist anymore. That a lot of this stuff I can actually get rid of. We'll just start writing it from scratch. This should be enough to give us a what is the word? Steam audio glitching out very low. I can crank up the audio volume. There we go. How about, is this any better? And also let me pull this old microphone closer to my old face. Is that better? Maybe? Yeah, let me. Hello? Better. I'm cranking this up more and more. Heard people complaining about the Windows stuff goofing up their some of those streaming stuff. I haven't streamed in a while, so this could be microphone all the way up. Is this better? Hello? It's a little better, says Neki. Sorry, like on my end it looks like it's okay. I don't want to peak too much. I'm trying to keep it somewhere in the green and yellow. Much better. Cool. Yeah, thanks for helping me get that sorted. I might pull it down just a little. There we go. I want to like it better. Hey, you asked for a louder Joshua, and now you're getting a much louder Joshua. I'm trying to find a nice thing so you don't have to mess with that. But hopefully, there we go, better. Cool. Yes, so I am working on a Quake tool. Hopefully, also I have a new streaming setup. There should be a thing on the bottom that says I'm working on a Quake tool. Because I like making tools. It's fun. It's cool to make stuff that makes stuff. Cool. So people are giving me thumbs up. Sounds like things are doing all right. Okay. So need some desync though. Oh, is the audio not quite matching up to my mouth? Is this better? Yeah, no. Yeah, again, if you folks wanted like provide, yeah, Neki, I might hit you up for some help on that. Like, I would love to make my stream production much better. Quarter second. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'll goof with that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is file, and this should be. Let's just do something like print args.file, and this should just, all this little tool now should do is should kick back the file that was handed. Also, I should be able to do run. Cool. And this is the default output. It says error. File.bsp is missing, and it says usage file bsp -h is for help, -d is for destination if you want to specify the SVG output, q is for quiet mode, and this is file.bsp is required, so this positional argument is required. Yeah, so I guess let's give it a BSP. Let's just the old let's do this. Let's go to let's give it the old start map. That's pretty recognizable for most folks. So let's do edit configurations and parameters. Just pass this /start.bsp. Apply and OK. And now if I run it, it should say, yeah, that is the path to the map. Cool. So now, I think I need to, I probably should verify this is actually a thing, right? I think normally with my tools I do that, Bsp2Wad. Oh, I could just have the BSP file check it itself real quick. Yeah, so I can say if not bsp.isBSP file args.file. How do I'm just outputting a standard error. Cool, cannot find or open. There we go. That should be fine. This will handle things that aren't BSP files. This will also handle things that are like bad paths and stuff like that too. So then I should be able to say with bsp.bsp.open of args.file as BSP file. That should give me a handle to the BSP file. Okay, do nothing for now. Actually, let me say, I also need to pull in this. I don't need that import, but I do need this import SVG right. This is the third-party SVG library I'm going to use to make the magic happen. So now I guess with here I can say pwg equals svg right.drawing. For now, I have a scratch somewhere. Yeah, so we need to give it a name and we need to give it a size. Let's just copy this right here. Paste. So right now I'm going to have it just the dimensions from SVG right import px. Okay. Hello. Weird. Okay. What's it complaining about? Too many. There we go. Cool. So yeah, so this is fine. We also need to get our dest. I think I use, where's my SPR to image? This, something like this. Let's copy this. So let's not do that if it's not a good out file. args equals get current. If args equals this, let me see. So this is the default. So if you don't specify one, we need to figure it out. This needs to be SVG. SVG plus SVG. Dester equals this or that. If not exists, make that. So now this should be args.dest. Okay, let me just debug that real quick. Args.dest is yes, so it'll plop it right down next to where the BSP file lives. Hey, Dr. Kegel. Hey, Ben. How the heck are you? You're not streaming? Or are you taking a quick break? Or are you streaming and watching me stream? Weird. Hey. Cool. No. Stop all. Oh yeah, you're doing work. I did some of that this morning, Ben. I've gotten through all the stuff except for the oddball one. I've been looking at those, and those are actually pretty wild. So it's kind of hard to. It's a hard metric to judge on, but it's been fun. Okay, so if I run this, we should be able to open up this SVG document now. Did it not create one? Oh, I didn't tell it to. So we need to say something like do something with the drawing, and then drawing dot save. Let's try that. Cool. And let me copy that as a path. File open. And yeah, so this is a nice big, if you go to file, document properties, it is 8096 by 8096, which should be the max bounds for Quake. Right now, I'm just going to just have a 1-to-1, a 1-to-1 ratio, like Quake units to SVG pixels. Okay, so then we have that. So yeah, so now we just need to run through. So we need to grab a model, right? Because the BSP file has multiple models. So let's just say world spawn is equal to BSP file dot models at 0. That should be a thing. Yes. Uh-oh. I thought I... Okay, there we go. Cool. So yeah, now it has the Quake, or not the Quake, the Quake Bsp2 supports. So it's Bsp29 alpha, I guess is what Bsp2 is sometimes referred to as. That's what I used. Hey, Victor. Man, I have not seen you in a hot minute. How have you been? Hopefully things are well. I'm really bummed they canceled. They didn't really cancel, but they're not having the East Side Seattle Indies meetup anymore. So I feel really doubly bad about missing all those meetups. Yeah. It's just hard for me to get to Seattle after working all day and hanging out with like putting my children to bed and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to figure something out. Okay, so we have BSP29 alpha. We have models. Yeah, so models. So model 0 is world spawn, and if you look at this model, it has a number of faces: bounding box min, bounding box max, origin, head node, blah blah blah. But the faces are what we care about. So faces is equal to bsp file dot faces at, and then we need to say world spawn dot first. First face colon world spawn dot first face plus world spawn dot number of faces. Pretty sure those are the properties I need. Yep. So this will slice off those faces. So if we look at the face, the face is just a list of edges. Again, similar, we have a first edge and a number of edges. So edges is equal to bsp file dot edges, and we're going to slice off let me think. F for F in faces, and F for F in faces. Dot first face, first edge, colon F dot number of edges. So this should build a list of lists. Let me just really quickly just double check this. Let's just debug it. So step, we grabbed world spawn model. We have all the faces. There are 4,934 faces, and then the edges should be the same size, but we should just have a list of lists. Cool. That makes sense. So sorry to hear you going through changes, Victor. Hopefully things are okay. Yeah. Chad moved away? Oh no, I didn't know that Chad moved away. Man, I am really out of touch with the local scene. Wow, okay. For edge in edges. So I think this is where we're going to do a lot of the let's call this face edges, or edges and face edges. So this is a list of edges, and what we need to do is we need to turn these into a sequence. So right now, what you'll see something is like an edge is a list of vertex, is a two tuple of vertex indexes. So it'll be something like 1, 2, and 2, 4, and 4, 1, which will make a triangle from vertex 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 1. So what we need to do is we need to transform this into just a series of vertexes, because I think with we have a pretty easy way of rendering out polygons in SVG. We can just give them points and it will render them. So that shouldn't be so bad. So let's do that. Let's do so. So what we really want to do is we want to, because we need to go 1, 2, 2, 4, 4 back to 1. So what we really need to do is we just want to slice off these first vertex indexes. Do we want to ensure that these are the same? Yeah, because I know that sometimes BSP you get weird models, but let's just assume things are going hunky dory. Yeah, let's just only use the first. So say first vertexes, because Quake uses vertexes lingo, is equal to a list comprehension of E at 0 for E in edges. So this will strip out the first vertex of all those, and then I should be able to say drawing dot polygon. Where's my scratch? Oh, drawing dot add. Drawing dot add. Drawing dot polygon. Is that a thing? No. Dot line. Okay, it doesn't think it's a thing, but I'm pretty sure it is. Polygon. And we just give it points and then a bunch of SVG props that we care about. So right now, let's just give it the. Oh, we need to process these vertexes as well. We're not quite there yet. We'll call these vertex indices, vertexes is equal to Bsp file dot vertex. Is that right? Yes. Maybe. Yeah. Cool. At I for I in vertex indexes. So this will transform that into a series of actual triples that we care about, coordinates. And then we need to transform 3D to 2D. Right now we're just going to do the quick and dirty way. Vertexes is equal to V slice off everything for V in vertexes. So what that should do is take everything but the last. Let me just go to my console real quick. V equals 1, 2, 3. And V slice 2 should be 1, 2. So we're just dropping the Z coordinate and we're just treating them just as XY coordinates, which should, I'm pretty sure Z is up in Quake. Otherwise we can fiddle around with this. It's not a big deal. So that's the fast and dirty way to do that. Draw a polygon and let's just say, or say points. Because that's the language of this points. Okay, that should do it. Go. Let me step through this just real quick, just to make sure things are going to do what I think they're going to do. Okay, so step. Okay, how about continue? This should be a list of, yep. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. That's strange. Why is that the case? Let's look at these. Let's take a look at this. Okay, come on. Weird. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So we have a zero-sized edge here, which is weird. Very weird. Very weird. I mean, technically it shouldn't care, right? I mean, we're just gonna have some kind of weird SVG data, but that should be fine. So vertexes, so we get a bunch of these. So yeah, the Quake vertexes has some information we don't really care about, like well, I guess that's fine, but this should transform them into just a tuple. So go here, go on. Yeah. Yep. So that. Okay. That seems fine. Go. Init takes 1 to 2 positional arguments, but 6 were given. Okay. Points. Oh, does it not want me to explode that? Go. So time to look at the documentation, I suppose. So it says SVG shapes polygon points is equal to this. It's like a polyline but closed. What's a polyline? Polyline is an element of connected straight line segments. Yeah, so it's just a series of 2 tuples, which makes sense. Yeah, let's take a look at here. Just gonna look at my scratch file because that worked. Let's go here, Control F def line. No, let's look at. I think this derives from some element factory def line. If name and factory elements, yeah, line. Yeah, so polygon definitely is a thing. Okay, so I'm not calling that. Yep, scalable vector graphics. Not standard. I said that. I said standard earlier in the stream, and I realize that's wrong now. Pretty sure it's just a standard vector implementation. So what's going on? Drawing save. It's barfing here. Let me just debug this and see what it's throwing. Not value stir. Why is value stir empty? Attributes get const element name polygon. Strange. I have no idea what Vrml is. No, it's strictly a 2D a 2D vector graphics format, and it's actually pretty old. Actually, SVG. When was it? What does the web have to say about SVG? I guess the first standard was 99, 2001, initial release. It's the spec has been around a long time. Yeah, so real quick, let me just try to figure out what's going on with my call to Polygon here. says it's not a valid attribute, which is weird. Okay, let's go here. And this is just lifted from the demo. Line, yep. And let me just make a triangle real quick. Okay. Let's make that, I guess, 32px. Don't need that. So run this. Wait, no, line, instead of line, it's going to be polygon. Run. Takes 2 positional arguments, but 4 were given. Oh. 10px is not a type of number. Okay, let's get rid of those. Okay, so that seemed to be, it seemed to think that was cool. Where does the scratch live? Oh, it even shows, weird. Okay, show and explore. Copy this path and Control O, Control V, open. Yeah, cool. And I have so this rendered out a filled triangle, which, is it a filled or is it just so this is a stroke width so thick that it's, yeah, fill is unset. Huh. Fill, if I set it to solid, or so I think I could just exit it out, right? Yeah. So the fill was just defaulting to black, which might be the, yeah. Cool. So that's okay for now. Let me see real quick. Let me look at the XML here. Style, stroke. Fill is none. Okay. I mean, I can specify that, right? So let's go here into this, and fill equals none. Go. Got an unexpected keyword argument, fill. That's stroke width. This is. Okay, so I was digging into, let's see, shapes, no, base, validator 2, element factory elements, style. That's not a factory. It's a. Let me look at line. The transfer position markers. Extra calls that. This factory is not. Where's extra being used here? Extra pop, do a pop, update extra. Somewhere we checked these, I thought. Extra pop. Is factory not none? Factory parameter. Weird. Okay, well, I guess for now I could ignore that. So I'm handing it a. Those are fine. And I could make that a tuple, but I don't think that matters. So a list of tuples, which I thought is what it wanted. Again, let's debug this and see what it's complaining about. And then let's just do a single face. Break, and that should save. So let's debug this. Okay, continue. So we should have a series of points. Cool. So we should add that and save. That worked fine. What does this look like? We should have got a face in here. View, zoom, selection. Okay, so let's actually set some. Okay. So I need to set the stroke and all that stuff there, because otherwise it's going to be invisible. So that's not great. Question says, why are you making a 2D graphic out of a 3D map? Once you lose information? Yeah, totally. It's just for like, I want to have just like a nice quality, like maybe top-down view, kind of like how there's already a BSP to BMP tool. The nice thing about scalable vector graphics is that you can make them infinitely big. If you want to have a nice big printout of your map, you can do that. Just a cool way to visualize data. So I need to set the stroke and stroke width. So let's go here. Polygon takes a bunch of. Let's try that. Make it black. Hey, David. 3D printed Doom map. I do, in the closet behind me, I do have a very old 3D printer. I haven't fired it up in a while. I get in trouble when I do. Man, does that thing use up power. And I also end up inevitably hurting myself. The last time I used it, I ended up cutting off the tip of my thumb because I'm a dummy. And I didn't go to the emergency room till the next day. And by then they couldn't save the skin, so they just put a big old glob of super glue on top of my thumb after they scrubbed it out, which is super gross. Okay. Let's run through a bunch of these. How about like, so for I, edges in enumerate face edges, and then we'll just say, like, let's just do the first. If I equals 10, we'll stop. Go. It's not so it's getting some weird. Is there a chance that the points is if not points, print no vertexes? What? Debug. So wait, what? How is there? Okay. How is the first thing in this list? Wait, they're all empty? Okay, so something's wrong with how I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah, this comprehension probably isn't correct. So let's say face edges is equal to that for face in faces. Edges is equal to and this is face and face, and And then face edges dot append edges. Okay, debug. Okay, that's so face edges. So wait, why are there no edges? Face, first edge, number of edges, 6. Oh, Joshua. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the slice, you need to calculate it like this. Yeah. Let me just go back to that list comprehension because I think that should do the job. I just need to make sure that calculation is correct. So I just need to, basically this is the start and this is the stop, and the stop is equal to the first one plus the number of edges. That makes more sense. Okay. Cool. Go. All right, let's see what we got. I'm excited. File, open recent, start. Close without saving. So, oh yes, because it's also yes. This is fine. Let's set the fill to none. Let's just let this thing run and see what it spits out. It might be strange and interesting. Yeah, so let's get rid of this and let's run it. Again, okay, so we're still running into issues where there's no if not points, print no points for face. Hi. Continue. We'll just, for now, we'll just skip it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so for the first 2,700 faces, I got points. And then I have no points for the ones after that. That's strange. Let's just see what this looks like. I'm sure it's going to be a big garbage mess. Close that soon. Okay. There might be something here. I think I might need to close the polygon is what I'm feeling here. So let's set the fill to none. And hello, there we go. Set the stroke style to 1 pixel. Maybe. Hello. Okay, that's quasi recognizable, but yeah, I need what I need to do now is I need to close the polygon. It looks like, yeah, this is, so that looks like that's, you know, yeah. Here's the skill select. This is where the player spawns in. Also, you'll notice that the I'm not correctly centering the document. It's still considering this to be the 0. This is the 0, coordinate for the SVG spec, but Quake has the 0 in the middle of the space, so I need to transform that as well. That shouldn't be so bad. Yeah, this is coming together, right? So let's fix the extra lines, right? Let's go to here, and what it is when we get these list of points. What we could do is, I guess we could really just, I could say points dot append points at 0. So this will close it. This will just, basically we'll get a list of vertexes. We take the first one and we slap it on the end. and that should be fine. Maybe. I'm curious why we're not getting. Hey, Seahawk Blue. Yeah. This is. Okay, just run it again. List index out of range. Oh yeah. Yes. Let's put this past here and go. Okay. Let's reopen this file. Open recent. Start.svg. Also, real quick, let's make it a little bit easier. Let's also set let's set the pixel scale down to 1. So here, instead of stroke width 32, let's just set it to 1. Let's rerun that. I really need to figure out how to set the fill. Let's reopen this file, open recent, start SVG. Closer, no, we still get some weird, close that saving. We're still getting. Stroke style, fill, none. We're still getting some nonsense in here. Yeah. Super weird. Whatever happened to the Twitch lunch break RPG? I haven't done that in a while. I really kind of I used to stream pretty regularly, but I'm using the BSP file. How does it handle unconnected areas? I mean, I'm seeing some really weird stuff in here. Let me just take a look at my. I have a Blender add-on, so let me see how I handled the faces in that. How does it handle unconnected areas? I think it doesn't care, Ben. It just renders out faces. I'm just curious why we're getting these weird. These are very strange. What could be? What's going on? I'm just grabbing the faces. This is the world spawn, first place plus number of edges. Edges, first edge plus number of edges. How am I doing differently here? Actually, it might be in. So yeah, submeshes for face and faces. I get the texture info. That I don't care about that. For edge and edges. Oh, yes. If an edge has a negative ID, it needs to be flipped. I forgot about that. Yes. So for eye and edges, yes. So I can't just simply do this. Yes. So I need to say edges. This needs to be edge indexes. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say edges is equal to How about edge indices? Is equal to something like this. So f dot first edge. Can I just throw a slice? Can I? 1, 2. Slice 1, 2. There we go. No, that should be fine. This should be here, let me real quick, this should return just a bunch of surf edges. Oh, okay. Not just edges, surf edges. So, surf edges. Okay. Let's see what that yields, just out of curiosity. Int object is not subscriptable. Okay, so surf edges is equal to that. For surf edge in surf edges. So let me see, what does that even give me? Debug. Okay, so edge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems fine. Okay, yeah. Then we start getting the negative edges. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. Okay. Face edges equal to that for E in surf edges. Yes, V is equal to a Bsp file dot edges at the absolute value of edge of E dot vertexes if E less than 0, or V, yeah, E less than 0, V equals list of reversed of V. That should flip it. Right, Joshua? Debug. Step. Oh no! What did I goof? ABS and tuple. What? Debug. Surf edges. The tuple. Wait, oh yeah, so this should be, so E is the 1, 2, 3. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so for E's and surf edges, for E in E's, okay, so this is surf edges is a list of edges, and for edge and edges, also in here, then I think I need edges. How to do this? I need to basically populate a list of edges and then stuff those into here. So a bunch of vertex indices. Starting to get lost in the yeah. Imagine the luxury of debug tools. Yeah, debug tools are super awesome. I'd love to. So I have a VS Code extension for Quake C, but as far as I know, I think the only Quake engine that has any sort of debugging is FTEQCC, and I haven't reached out to the developer, but it'd be interesting if they have a if they have a socket or some sort of protocol they use to speak with it, because then that would be super cool to be able to attach to a running instance of Quake engine and debug it, the Quake C live, which would be very cool. Yeah, again, on the list of things to do, but Quake is keeping me very busy these days. Now let's just step through this to make sure I'm getting the right shape. So for E, no. Okay. So this needs to be edges, not surf edges. So V is 1. There we go. If E is less than 0, we reverse it. Okay. So what I need to do is have edges is equal to this. Edges dot append V, and face edges dot append edges, something like that. Let's step through that real quick. I have a Visual Studio Code extension written. So far, I have just the basic, I parse the Quake C. I have a way of navigating the code nicely. Step, 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 edges. Yes. So I think this is doing the thing. So a list of yes. Okay, that seems right. Let's just make sure that does what I think it's going to do. And also, let's jump down here when we have a chance. Go. So V is equal to that, but if I step, it should be the opposite now. V, yes. Okay. It changed type, but that's okay, I guess. Continue. All right, so now, so for edges, okay. So step, continue. We have a whole bunch of vertex indices. Okay, that seems fine. And then we transform these into triples, or we transform in the vertex objects, and then we strip off the Z chord. Cool. And then we slap. Okay, yeah, let's let it go. And strangely now I'm finding, now I'm not having this issue. Let's see what we got. File, open recent, start. Whoa, that looks dangerously close like a start, like the start map. So let's do this. Let's hit Control A. And let's set the... Yeah, it has like 4,000 polygons in here, so poor old Inkscape isn't feeling all of that. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, I've actually spoken with Spike. Okay, cool. Yeah, Spike was very pretty happy to chat with me about technical Quake stuff. So yeah, I will reach out. Oh man. Oh, poor Inkscape. Okay, so editing this is going to take a little while. So let's go back to this little test over here and try to see if I go back to my scratch file here and try to see if I let's just get rid of this because we shouldn't be hitting that anymore. Okay. Okay. Are you done thinking? Did you crash? Okay, let's open you up again, Inkscape. You don't get off that easy. You don't get away. Inkscape. Okay. Also, too, what maybe let's just try this. Let's see what Chrome thinks. Oh wait, not test. Yeah, let's do cd. Wait. Okay, yeah, so yeah, Chrome is pretty zippy about rendering this darn thing. So that looks correctish. Let's just get rid of this, clean up these this fill. We don't want this fill on this SVG. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just in the scratch file here where it's fast, we're gonna figure out how to set this fill. It should have been as easy as setting this property, but it's not liking it. It's complaining about fill. Type error. Why don't I get a better stack trace than that? Got oh wait. Oh my goodness. How about let's read the error, Joshua. Try this. Go. No, none is not a valid name for attribute fill. Does it want a string none? Go. Yes, maybe. Okay, where's my scratches? Yeah, okay, cool. That is what I wanted. Okay, yeah, that's easy enough to do. So let's go to here and let's set our fill is equal to none. And let's run Bsp2Svg. Go. And then let's go to Chrome and hit refresh. Yay! That looks dangerously like a Quake map. I wish there was a better way to zoom in Chrome, but let's open it up with Inkscape and hopefully it doesn't die 1,000 deaths. Hopefully it's good at viewing it. Cool. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the, where's the little zoom tool? Is it just zoomed out so far? No? I don't know what was wrong with it. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess an enhancement would be to, because right now I'm assuming that, correct, the offset is wrong. Dr. Hegel, so Dr. Hegel is noting, so so with SVG, you specify a document size. So I'm saying it's 8096 by, actually it should be 8192. 8192. Yeah, that's 8192 should be the dimension. So let me correct that up here. No, wait, where I create it. Where's my document? 8192 by 8192. That should be the max size for Quake. But Quake's origin is in the center of the 3D document, and Inkscape is up here. So I would need to, I could just simply offset it. I should be able to just add 4096 to all of it. That should be fine. Yep. I could try that real quick to see if, but also it would be nice to calculate the bounds of this thing and scale it appropriately. Yeah, that's looking nice. I would love to do, you could do fancy stuff in Inkscape. Let me just try. Oh, I'm gonna kill Inkscape. I'm gonna do it. Okay, Control A, and it immediately dies. I would love to. Yeah. What you can do with Inkscape is you can take all these faces and you can crunch them down and just a single like polygon and have a nice thick outline. So let's go Control D, I think duplicates. Yeah. Yes. Poor Inkscape. I'm curious what's. That's a. What do you mean, Ben? That's not a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. Yeah. I'm just really worried because man, Inkscape is barely handling the Quake start.bsp. I hate to see what it would do with. I might just throw AD Sepulchre at it and see what happens. I'm just really worried that it won't be able to even open the darn file because that's a complicated file. Yep, it's struggling with a number of polygons. Let's double it. Yep. I'll let that sit. I'll let that think for a bit. Put all the polygons in attribute transform translate 4096 4096. That's not a bad thing to think about. I'm not super familiar with this library, but there has to be a way to do that. Does that transform exist on the document? Yeah, I killed Inkscape again. All right, let's just try for fun. Close window, cancel. Oh, you just put all the polygons in a group. Interesting. It would be simple enough to just add 496 to each of the chords. Yeah. That should do it. Go. Lambda functs can be kind of slow sometimes. Okay, let's go to start SVG and refresh. Oh yeah, it's super huge. It lives, now it should live somewhere in the middle. Yeah, that's more centered-ish. Okay, let's get Pour Inkscape up again and see if we can look at it. File, open recent, start. Cool, and that is at least, it's not centered, but at least the origin of the Quake world space is centered. Yeah, so for funsies, let's throw, let's just throw a huge map at it. Let's just throw 80 Sepulcher. That's my worst case scenario, right? Edit configurations. Control V. 80 sepulcher.bsp. Apply and go. I'm scared to, but go. It's thinking. It's thinking. It should handle Bsp2 just fine. We'll see. There we go. That took a little bit. I was starting to sweat a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And we should have a AD sepulcher.svg. Let's see what that looks like. So let's copy this. Chrome can handle it, right? Right, Chrome. Oh man. Oh goodness. Chrome is having a very hard time just loading the darn SVG document. Oh man. Look at it. Wow. Me, I should be able to zoom out. Right? Let's go to 50%. Yeah, it's not animated. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. There it goes. There's the whole darn thing. Let me zoom out more. Oh, there we go. 25%. Yeah, yeah. This is one monster of a map. It's beautiful. Look at that. Smaller, smaller still. 25 is all the smaller Chrome will go. Wow. Super cool. Control and mouse wheel. Thanks, Ben. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, I think. Wow, did Chrome just crash on this? Wait, what's that? There we go. It didn't crash. In its credit. But man, it does not like rendering this beast. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Cool. Yeah, David. Yeah, this is So that is the beauty of my Python tools is that they allow me to make weird stuff like this super quick. Like within about an hour, a little over an hour, I got this working, which is super rad. If you've also followed some of my other work, I could. What would be really cool too is to be able to take. I know I'm crazy, but I can actually read in the demo file formats, and it'd be cool to have like a colored line representing somebody's path through this. Again, it would be insane, but I could do it. But yeah, this would like you could almost like have this thing and just like print out like a huge, like you can't see here, but like a huge like poster and put it on a wall, or do other fancy stuff with it. Because I think these map files that the Quake mappers make are beautiful. Just even like this. It also might be interesting too, because top down is nice. Maybe also have like options for people if they want like side renderings, like an x-axis or y-axis rendering. That should be cool. I was also thinking about putting like the map info, like at least the map name and stuff up here on the top left. That could be cool. Yeah, there are a number of things that could be done. Could you change the color to blueprint, white lines, and black background? Yeah. That's the nice thing is there are tools that, in theory, can edit SVG files. Man, if I know if I point Inkscape at this, it's gonna die a horrible death. What about? Do I have Illustrator? I used to have Adobe Illustrator installed. Let's see if that could handle. I don't have it installed, but yeah. So I might try to see if I can use Adobe Illustrator. Maybe it's a little bit more what is the word? Robust. Because yeah, like man, the number like just alone like the just the number of like brushes and edges inside of 80 Sepulchre is mind-boggling. Yeah, so Ben, you could change this to whatever you'd like. But there we go. So I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I had a successful one. We actually got this darn tool doing a thing. So in theory, I could give you guys a binary, and you should be able to just throw maps at it, and it will spit out a nice SVG file that you can do stuff with. I don't know. It was fun. Thank you, David. That's kind of you to say. But yeah, so I'm just scrolling up this randomly. But yeah, I'm Joshua. I do things. I guess I'm a freelance game developer. I made a game called Delver. I do cool stuff with the Quake community. I'm just kind of like I don't know, just like a free-spirited person who likes working with video game stuff. So yeah, you can follow me here on Twitch or on Twitter at Joshua Skelly if you want to see more of what I do. I'm trying, I think next week I'm going to try to do a Monday and a Friday stream. I think that will be cool. I have infinite stuff to work on, so if you like what I do, I'll be back Monday. Hold me to it. I have a Discord. Bang Discord. That's where I talk about my projects. There's also a Dump Truck DS in chat. There has a Quake mapping Discord, which is a pretty like new Quake person friendly Discord where they talk about really cool Quake stuff. David, if you want to drop that in chat, you're welcome to. So I've rambled on long enough. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you folks on Monday.